going on, guys? It is your boy Beer Gut Plays here, back at it with another episode of the WWE 2K25 MyGM mode. Now, hopefully, you guys have enjoyed the content so far. If you guys like the content and want to see the channel grow, make sure you hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe to this channel for more content. Be sure to check out the channel sponsor and the series sponsor, Dubby Energy. I'll leave the link down in the video description below. Use the code BeerGut at checkout. You'll save yourself a discount of 10% on your order. Guys, I absolutely love their product. I just got my new shipment in. Still working on the Grandpa's Denture Water. It's my personal favorite, but they do have a bunch of other flavors that I do recommend everybody checking out for themselves. Again, leave it linked in the video description below. Use the code BeerGut at checkout. You'll save yourself a discount of 10% on your order. Now, guys, before we get started, I do want to plug the series playlist. I do apologize. We're getting back into the swing of things. I have had a tumultuous past about 14 days since this video, or the last video of this series has dropped. I do apologize. It has been a little bit rough on ya boy so far, but I'll leave the series playlist in the top right-hand corner right here. Definitely recommend you guys checking it out. We're having a lot of fun with this series. Now, we're going to have some really cool matches coming up. I can't wait to get this thing going, but before we do, I do want to plug the live stream series that happens Saturday nights when available. Going to try and do a live stream this Saturday after Saturday night's main event. I'll leave the live stream series posted in the top right-hand corner right here. Guys, we got a great night of wrestling on the docket, so let's get this thing started. As you guys can see, the opener is Damian Priest against Jacob Fatu. I do believe the IC title is on the line in this one. Braun Breaker versus Andrade, which should be another good matchup. Jade Cargill going up against Io Sky, the Women's World Champion. And in the main event, a last man standing match. Sorry, trying to move my big-ass dome piece. Gunther taking on Jey Uso, as you see, rocking with the Yeet Man himself. 4 letters, 1 word, yeet. This is going to be a phenomenal night of wrestling. Guys, see, I'm all decked out. The sunglasses are back, and they are here to say, I can't really show off the cap, but the link to my Instagram is in the channel bio. I definitely took a picture of these hats. I have 2 of them. If you guys know, I am originally from Pennsylvania, so I got the Pennsylvania license plate with the channel name and the Maryland license plate with the channel name. Great work. It's by City Locks. Not a channel sponsor. Would be open for them being a sponsor. I absolutely love their products, but just a great product. If you were looking for a cool hat, a different and interesting hat, City Locks is the place to go. We're going to get this Monday Night Raw underway, starting off with a banger. Jacob Fatu and Damian Priest for the Intercontinental Championship. I am so excited for this one. I cannot wait to get this thing going because I feel like there is just a hell of a lot of great feuds that we haven't touched yet. Obviously, you know, I got my boy Damian Priest. I got one of my other favorites, Jacob Fatu. I got the original Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, who I have really grown to appreciate as a singles competitor. Just a full roster of great talent. And honestly, I can't wait. I'm going to try and get this thing going through 3 seasons. Now, hopefully, you know, that does happen, or we're able to get through that before 2K26 is here. Don't really want to talk about, you know, the potentials of 2K26, but Jacob Fatu making his way to the ring. Again, like I said, super big fan of the guy. I loved him since he was on the indies, working MLW and all these other indies. He did lose a little bit of weight, and honestly, I feel like Jacob Fatu is going to be a world champion here next year. I could see him winning it maybe at... I could see him winning the Royal Rumble this year and main eventing WrestleMania and winning the world title. Or, honestly, a face Jacob Fatu against the heel John Cena. I mean, I could get behind that. You guys know that I have two all-time favorite wrestlers. One really. I was a big fan of Hulk Hogan. I still love Hulk Hogan. It's Terry Bollea that I don't agree with. We could get into a whole other discussion about that. But John Cena, look, I got into a little bit of a TikTok debate as Damian Priest makes his way to the ring. Not really a debate, but I came across this video. Flair said Cena was the GOAT. I am personally not a fan of talking about GOATs, like greatest of all times. I am a Mount Rushmore guy because I hate... it's like comparing basketball, comparing baseball players, comparing, hockey, football, NASCAR drivers, whatever you want to compare. I have never been a fan of one singular person. I have always been a fan of, one person being a GOAT. Like, you could select the best from this era, best for that era, best from this era, best from that era. Mount Rushmore. Cena, Flair, Hogan, Austin would be my Mount Rushmore. I feel like that's probably a pretty common Mount Rushmore, but I think it's a pretty fair one. As Damian Priest putting his IC title on the line, absolutely just I'm a huge fan of Damian. I felt like his world title run obviously was a little lackluster. It had a great moment to cash in on Drew McIntyre. The 5 minutes and 50-something seconds or 30-something seconds. It had great cash in. It just did not strike, the right, I don't know how to put it. It was just far less than I expected. Damian's a great competitor. He's a great hand, a great talent, but I don't know, his world title reign kind of fell short. And maybe the expectation for me personally was too high, but who knows? We're going to about ready to get this matchup underway as the announcer makes the introductions. Jacob Fatu is the challenger for this title. The IC title, one of the greatest titles in all of professional wrestling. And now, Damian Priest, your current Intercontinental Champion. He is, in this universe, a Grand Slam champion. He's a former U.S. champ, former World Heavyweight champ, a current Intercontinental champ, and a former Tag Team champ. That is quite the resume for Mr. Priest. We are gonna get this matchup underway. Referee calls for the bell, and this is gonna be a dogfight as Jacob Fatu hits that super kick. And oh my God, Damian Priest with the kicks to the back of the knee. Fatu just hits him square in the jaw. And Damian Priest with a roundhouse kick. And Fatu, I love you solo. And Fatu is a man possessed right now. Lock up, Irish whip into the corner. Damian Priest, looks like Damian Priest is cut open on his head. The big forearm by the Samoan werewolf. They bang heads. And a uppercut to Damian Priest. Big splash from the top rope, and the leg is hooked. Not enough for a 3 count. Damian Priest, they lock up. Irish whip. Damian Priest definitely bleeding from under that eye area. Hope it isn't a serious injury. Lock up again. And the headbutts in the corner. Damian Priest, a Samoan savage, puts the foot on the neck. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought he was going to go for that moonsault. Just a simple body splash. Another one. He is really trying to wear out Damian Priest. Now he goes for it. The triple jump moonsault. And the leg is hooked. Is that going to be enough to put Damian Priest away? No, it is not. Only a 2 count. Going to the second rope. Hits the headbutt. And he goes for it again. Damian Priest moves out of the way. Damian Priest on the attack. But gets a fist to the back of the head. They lock up. Damian Priest really bleeding from that eye. And now Jacob Fatu fired up. Gets tossed back into the ring the hard way. Lifts him up and tosses him like a sack of potatoes. Jacob Fatu so close to closing it on his first title. What is he going to do? Counter. And the flatliner. Damian Priest has the leg hooked. Not even a 1 count. Is Jacob Fatu even human as he gets hit with the South of Heaven and the leg is hooked? Oh my God. Damian Priest cannot get the hold of Jacob Fatu's throat, and he just gets tossed like a sack of potatoes again. Holy mackerel. Jacob Fatu gets up. Uh-oh. No. I thought it was going to be the triple jump moonsault. Now it is triple jump moonsault from, and now the leg is hooked. That's 2. 3 count. New Intercontinental Champion, Jacob Fatu. These two men had an absolute killer of an opening match, and Jacob Fatu is walking out with that IC title. You can bang your head, young man. First title for, potentially of many, for the Samoan Werewolf in this universe, well, in this timeline. Jacob Fatu, 4-star matchup with Damian Priest. Would not have expected it. And now it is Braun Breaker versus Andrade. Alman Gordo? Is that how you say it? I am not from New Mexico, so Braun Breaker making his way to the ring. Braun Breaker, one of my personal favorites of the newer superstars. For a while when he was in NXT, he was the only reason why I was watching NXT. Now, let me tell you something. I watched Black and Gold pretty religiously, loved it to death. I thought it was one of the better products. You know, I thought it was what AEW is claiming to be, and that is not a shot at AEW. Like what you like, or at least to me, it is, you know, with AEW, it really has missed the mark for me personally. Now, NXT Black and Gold really captured my attention. I think they had a lot of great superstars, whether it be Tommaso Ciampa, Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano, Aleister Black. Loved them all, quite frankly. And not going to lie, I'm a little disappointed that, you know, they did that NXT 2.0 for a while, but brought us Braun Breaker. I was not really big, and still not really big, into the D'Angelo family. I like Trick Williams. I think Obafemi's cool, but not really much on NXT that I watch. It does not help that it's on CW, but that is my cross to bear. Ooh, there we go. And Andrade now on his way to the ring in a little bit of a losing streak. He has not won. Well, he might have won once on the brand against Jacob Fatu. I honestly don't remember it, but he may have won once on the brand. I honestly just can't remember it off the top of my head. As Andrade takes off the mask. And he looks like he's ready to go. He wants to turn his fortunes around here on Monday Night Raw. He was out on the losing end with Jacob Fatu, and now he is currently entrenched in a feud with Bron Breakker, and Bron Breakker has gotten the better of him the few times they have locked horns. I mean, not for a lack of trying. Andrade has come up on the short side a few times. These two superstars getting warmed up. Bron Breakker, who's another guy who I could potentially see in this series main eventing WrestleMania, as the clothesline decapitates Andrade, and the teeing off Bron Breakker with a beautiful spine buster. They lock up. Overtake, they lock up again, and what is Bron Breakker going to do? A bulldog from the second rope. Andrade is reeling here. I can't believe Andrade cannot get going into second gear. Finds a little bit of an opening, but Bron cuts him off right away. What? The handstand kick to the face, and now Andrade looking to finish him off, but Bron Breakker still got enough gas in the tank. Forearm in the corner. Got him up on the shoulders, but Andrade fights out and hits a falling reverse DDT. Andrade setting him up. But Bron able to fight out of it. Spear out of nowhere. 2. That is a 3 count. Bron Breakker is victorious. Unfortunately, the losing streak of Andrade continues. Will he secure a victory over his rival? I guess time will tell. I've absolutely enjoyed this so far. This series has been... Obviously, you guys know I am been a wrestling fan since I was 7. I'm 38. Well, I might have been older than that. I want to say I got really religiously into it in the Attitude Era. 38 now, so it's now Jade Cargill and Io Sky. This is going to be a killer matchup. The girl Jade on her way to the ring after she was stolen from Friday Night SmackDown. Former tag team partner to Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, looking to break out and find singles success. She had a very memorable feud with Nia Jax prior to this. Nia Jax, though, that was... I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I love a big old hoss fight. I guess we'll call it a hossette fight. I don't know, to be honest with you. But Jade came out looking like a star on that one. And Jade decided to turn to the dark side. She heard your boos and your jeers. She is now a full-fledged baddie. And honestly, if we were legit booking WWE, I would do I would turn her. I would turn her heel so freaking fast, man. Love me some Jade Cargill. I know she's not everybody's cup of tea, but I love the heelness. I would like her to just be a heel. I feel like she is better as a heel. I watched her when I was watching AEW. I thought she was phenomenal. Now, she has the look. I think she's getting better on the mic, quite frankly. And I think she's getting a little bit better in the ring as Io Sky makes her way to the ring, your current Raw Women's Champion. I would say right now she is probably my favorite female wrestler. At some point, I know I did it about a year or so ago, I might have to do a home tour of my office, maybe my living room, because I've got a lot of my actual sport memorabilia up there, but I put a lot of time, money, and just focus into this, and honestly, super proud of what it's become. But I think I do have Io Sky in my action figure collection. Io Sky, I think I got her off of Ringside Collectibles for $5, the Elite. It was her first Elite, but an Elite is an Elite, and if I got it for $5, you can't complain. I got a Candice LeRae for that price, too. We're going to get this matchup underway. Jade Cargill starts out with a spear to Io Sky and nearly knocks her out her boots. But Io with the Hurricane Rana. Io going top rope. DDT, oh my God. Jade's got to be out cold. And that is only enough for a 2 count. These two girls are absolutely going to war with each other as a spine buster. And she's telling her to get up, get up, get up. Hurricane Rana again. Jade Cargill in a little bit of trouble. Dive to the outside. What? Jade just popped up from that. Io top rope again. And Jade cuts her off and tosses her off the top rope. The Mushroom Mario stomp to the stomach. Oh my God. Io Sky is... her name is true. The Genius of the Sky with the splash. Oh, God. We're just running around. Locks up. Another mushroom stomp. Uh-oh. The over-the-sky moonsault. Io Sky's got the leg hooked. Only enough for a 2 count. What's she gonna do? What's she gonna do? Palm strike. Jade looks like she's got the crimson mask. Uh-oh. Top rope Spanish fly. Io. Poor Jade, and the leg is hooked. Only enough for a 2 count, and now moonsault again. Io Sky got the leg hooked. That is a 3 count. Io Sky victorious over the much bigger competition, Jade Cargill. Io Sky really showed her tenacity here tonight. Guys, one of my, like I said, she's probably my favorite current women's wrestler. I think she's, obviously, I think this world title reign has been great for her. She got the W at WrestleMania. I felt like, that was a big stepping stone. As much as I love Rhea, and I am a huge fan of Rhea Ripley, I hope they do not put the title back on her. At least not then. 2.5 stars. Perfect place for that. I like Rhea, but she does not need to be the world champion. Oh yeah, the Macho Man Randy Savage called out Roman Reigns. As we're out into the main event, Gunther taking on Jey Uso in a rivalry that has not ended and has transcended from what was on our TV screen to what is in the Beer Gut universe. Oh, I mean that when art imitates life or life imitates art, I am always a big fan of it. And guys, as you guys, obviously, I'm wearing the Jey Uso Yeet City. I got this off of the WWE shop. It's the Washington D.C. one. You guys know I live in Baltimore, Maryland, so it was very topical. And I think I got it on sale. I've not been to a WWE show since WrestleMania. It's WrestleMania 40, a year and a half. Yeah, about a year and a half. 2 years ago. Jesus. It was the one in Philly over 2 years ago. And now Gunther, Gunther getting warmed up for the match. And here comes 4 letters, 1 word. Yeet. Again, everyone wants to bring up how he's just a catchphrase. Whatever. I am a firm believer of, and I enjoy the entertainment, the soap opera aspect of wrestling. So, catchphrases have always been a big thing. But Hogan was just a catchphrase. Flair, catchphrase. Cena, a catchphrase. Austin, Austin. These guys could work. I think everybody is just so obsessed with, and I love this wrestler to death ever since his days in the asylum. AJ Styles. Everybody is obsessed with being one of the best in the world. Or Kenny Omega. Love Kenny Omega. But look, I've always been a subscriber of t-shirt sales and how the crowd reacts to you in a live audience on TV. And I think Jey Uso's got them in the palm of his hand right now. Sound off in the comments. We can always debate this, but Jey Uso is absolutely... he deserved at least that shot with the World Heavyweight title. You can say what you want, but deserved a shot. I thought he had a decent reign for what it's worth. As we get this matchup underway, and they lock up in the ring. Gunther, the wrestling machine. That's what we will refer to him. But Jey Uso gets the better of him and tosses him over. Clothesline takes down Gunther. And Jey Uso able to counter out of the vertical suplex. Gunther hits him with the elbow. Misses on the dropkick. These two know each other so well. And they lock up. Lock up again. Jey Uso drops him face first on the turnbuckle pad. And now Jey Uso looking for a weapon. Not very Usy. But who cares? A W is a W, and he hits him over the chest area with the steel chair. Jey Uso is a man gone wild. Gunther slaps the taste out of Jey's mouth. Oh, Gunther firing back. Finally, the 1D. And I think Gunther may have caught the chair there. Oh my goodness. Jey Uso looking for a weapon of mass destruction. Can't find it. I wish we got to get the arena upgrade. Definitely got to get that. And Uso slides back in the ring. Super kick to the chest. And a slap across the face. Jey Uso. Oos got the crowd out of his hand, eating out the palm. Gunther dodged the spear. And now Gunther going for the power bomb. Drops Jey Uso, and now Gunther outside the ring. What is Gunther going to do? Gunther celebrating like he just won the World Heavyweight Championship. This has by far been one of my personal favorite nights of Raw. So referee is up to a count of 8, 9. Jey Uso just beats the count of 10. Super kick takes off Gunther's head. Holy man. Jey Uso is absolutely insane so far. Just having a great match. These two have gone back and forth. Power slam by Jey Uso. Main event Jey Uso. Hits the spear. Gunther is down and out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Referee up to a count of 8, and Gunther gets up at 8. Drops him with the 1D. Is he going to put away Gunther with another spear? Flapjack. Kendo stick in the ring. Gunther laid out. Gunther has the Crimson Mass. You see the blood around Jey Uso's face. Hits that headbutt. Gunther is bleeding like a stuffed pig. Referee up to count of 2. Jey Uso climbing the top rope. 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm sorry. 8. Up to a count of 8. 9, 10. Jey Uso is victorious. He is the last man standing. Wow. What a way to close this Monday Night Raw. I am starting to get a little hoarse, boys and girls, so that's why I am glad this event is just about over. What a match. A 4.5-star classic by these two men. SmackDown, not worried. I would love to snag Roxanne Perez. She was one of the few that I was absolutely paying attention to in NXT 2.0. Was she on NXT 2.0? Again, I haven't watched NXT in a long, long time. Number one, I have Fubo, so CW is not included. I could watch it next day on the app. But I'm usually so busy doing stuff like this or working. I don't even watch the Xfinity series on CW. Love my NASCAR, you guys know. But sorry about that, guys. Here we go. We have made some money. We have more money, but we have more fans. Xavier Woods, Roman Reigns, and Io Sky are our main champions. You've had enough of this crap? I'm not going to give her that money. That's ridiculous. I'm sorry, Chelsea. I love you. And you were our inaugural women's tag team champs. But, bye-bye. Promised a rematch of Damian Priest. And this is the go-home Monday Night Raw before the pay-per-view. We got to make the release of Piper Niven. No need for her around anymore with her tag team partner gone. But look at this roster, guys, that I have constructed. It is really good. We are going to scout some talents. Should we do the Immortals? $260K. Not really a lot of talent here. Ricky Steamboat, Hulk Hogan. Yeah, not a lot of talent. It's insane. We might have to find somebody. We can't use that before the PLE. We'll use Exhaust It. All right. We're going to build this card for Monday Night Raw. Asset of 3. Oh, we fired Chelsea Green, so we don't have anything that we can get yet. Bash at Berlin is next week. So, well, next after this one, after the go home Monday Night Raw, Damian Priest and Jacob Fatu are going to be opening the show for that IC title. We're going to do a segment of a call out. Okay. Braun Breaker going to call out Andrade? Yeah. Andrade might be getting multiple points of this show. Jesus. Jade Cargill, Io Sky, titles on the line. Advertising. Trick Williams going to do some advertising. Michin, Io Sky, or Nia Jax. That's going to be a good match. 2 women's matches on the card. I love it. Katana Chance going to cut a promo here. I will never forget her name again. I know in one of these more recent episodes I forgot her name. I was having a brain fart, and I apologize. Okay. Semi-main event, Jey Uso and Gunther. That's going to be awesome as always. Shinsuke Nakamura. I feel like his time might be coming up to an abrupt end on the brand. Advertising, he'll make us some money. And in the main event, it is going to be a tag team match. I wanted it to be that, but it wasn't. Come on. Come on, me. Not an ambulance match. Jesus. Usually a lot better at setting these cards, but whatever. Do 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 do. Sorry. I don't know why I decided to hum at you guys the Jeopardy thing, but that's definitely not going to be the match. That is definitely not going to be the match. We got to make some more edits. Don't worry. We're going to do Hell Spot of somebody, I guess. Maybe not. There we go. We still got to finish booking the show. Come on. Can we stop jerking around? There we go. We cleared that match. Let's give it to Roman. There we go. There we go. And we still got to book the main event. Usually not this bad with it. Come on. Holy crap. There we go. And finally, Jesus. There we go. It is going to be a tag team match. Macho Man and Andrade taking on the Authors of Pain in a steel cage match. That's perfect. Well, guys, that is going to be the end of the episode. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you like the content and you want to see this channel grow, make sure you super kick the like button. Comment down below. Subscribe to this channel for more. Check out Dubby. Left it linked in the video description. Use the code BeerGut at checkout. Save yourself 10% on your order. Want to check out some of the other series that I am doing, whether it be baseball, NASCAR, or hockey. The 4 series that I am running, the 4 main series I am running on this channel, they'll all be posted around my body. We just added a new Philadelphia Phillies MLB The Show 25 franchise. In fact, we dropped the first episode on Sunday. We're going to call it Sunday Morning Baseball. But, guys, hope to see y'all in the next episode. I hope y'all have a great day, a great evening, and until next time, my friends, much love and peace out.